Yo, Sanjay Uchiha here, people. Continuing my long, purposeful, the road to the Universal Bible arc on Saturday. So, of course, as promised, this is the third day, so this will be the third video. If you haven't checked out my other two videos, which are my reviews on Dragon Ball Super episodes 73 through to 76, then check that out. I'll probably link that somewhere here, there, somewhere, I don't know, Raggle Fraggle. So, in trying to decide what to actually come up with for my third video of the week, it kind of dawned on me when I was rewatching episode 76 that really and truly is key control, like extreme key control, like the secret to obtaining godly key. And the reason why I even come up with say this is that in episode 76, Krillin mentions that controlling his energy and mind, he basically ascended to a new level of power, which was evident based on his aura, which even was a bit reminiscent of the Super Saiyan God auras. So, for example, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan Rose. Yeah, it was reminiscent of the God forms. So, it looking back on that, I was kind of wondering if Krillin himself, like, is it that he found a way to, I guess, did he, basically this is, did Krillin unlock God Key, essentially, is what I'm asking, or theorizing at this point. Because I believe I mentioned it in my episodes 75 and 76 review that Master Roshi being around the gods for so long, seeing what's been happening in fights with Beerus, seeing Super Saiyan God, Blue, and all the works, and considering he's a martial arts master, it isn't too far-fetched to think that he could come up with a training regiment that could allow a fighter to unlock Godly Key or something close to it. So I guess something pseudo-ish to it, I suppose. Um, because and it still all goes back to, even if he figured it out, it still leads to key control, controlling your energy and your mind. Well, as I say here in episode 76. And looking back, it could very well be the case that extreme measures of key control, or in other words, controlling your energy and mind together as one, is the secret to ascending to higher levels of power. Now, looking back on episode, well, I don't remember the episode number, but during the Resurrection F arc, when Goku and Vegeta were training with Whis, Whis mentions to them that they should prevent their ki from leaking out because they're fighting, and they're letting all their ki leak out, essentially speaking. So, and it was only after that when they actually tried to prevent their ki from leaking out while sparring that we got that. Well, I wouldn't say iconic, but we got them clashing, and it's there. That was the first point in time that we actually saw the Super Saiyan Blue aura. It was a little spark, but that's one key point to note. Um, and even then, looking back early in the series, I mean, in this case, it wouldn't be God Key, but we've seen instances of when fighters trying to control their ki leads to greater levels of power. I mean, take Gohan and Goku for instance, and they're training in the hyperbolic time chamber. They focus on trying not to waste so much energy with the transformations, hence saving back on stamina, and they were able to fight longer and achieve higher levels of power. I mean, they didn't specifically say it back in the day, but it could be, compared to key control when you think of it really that way. Even Whis has stated even before the Resurrection F arc, I think it was in the Slice of Life episodes before the Resurrection F arc started, Whis mentions to Vegeta that if he controls his ki, if he learns how to, he can achieve higher levels of power. Now, um, all clues, as I've stated, from Goku Vegeta's training to Krillin in episode 76 to statements and even clues from early Dragon Ball Z or Cell Saga, it's all pointing to the fact that well, not even a key control, I would say extreme key control, sorry, is the essential factor in achieving a higher level of power, or a godly level of power, or producing that quality of key that's on the level of the gods, essentially. So essentially, godly key. All clues seem to point to that. And like the question of is extreme key control the deciding factor in which the fighters will, I guess, need in this tournament. Well, the non-god fighters, that's not Goku, not Vegeta. Is this what everybody else will be doing to achieve high levels of power? That's another question that kind of popped in my head.
Yeah, also on a side note, like when I think about it, like I think when anybody thinks about it, like every character in Z, like pre the introduction of the gods, their fighting style would include fighting with their ki leaking out. So actually attempting to take on a new training method, which they're doing something that's the opposite of what they've been doing all their lives, I guess that could be a good argument to say, hey, this is a good method to actually improve in strength vastly. So there's some food for thought there as well.
So yeah, at the end of the day, it seems proper key control, like extreme to the extreme, is the key to actually unlocking godly key or something of a similar quality to it, and by extension, improving the fighter's power to, I guess, a higher plane. So I kind of foresee the other fighters probably doing something similar to this in preparation for the tournament. Because even though the arc is starting Saturday, the tournament itself won't be starting. Preparation still has to be done, obviously. Because I'm sure after Goku talks to Zeno, he's gonna be recruiting the fighters, him and Vegeta, and there'll be a little prep time, at least probably an episode or half an episode, I'm sure. Um, yeah. But at the end of the day, I just bear with me, guys. I'm not explicitly saying that Krillin unlocked godly key, but I'm thinking that based on his new found key control, that he's at least ascended to a crazy new level. Well, still not close to Goku and Vegeta, obviously, or Trunks or Black or any of those people, but I think he's pretty powerful now. And then considering his training with Goku, God Goku, and will be preparing for the tournament, I do see him as a pretty strong contender. I probably could even go out on a limb and say he's individually speaking could be even stronger than Goten and Trunks. Um, probably, or probably at least after. Yeah, yeah, probably. But that's all I have for this one. If you enjoyed this little theory slash discussion video, let me know what you thought about it. Share this video out, comment. If you haven't subscribed and you like my content, subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one, people.